Hey everyone, and welcome. So you're thinking about starting a really rewarding career in healthcare, and you've landed in the perfect spot. Today, we are going to break down everything you need to know about becoming a registered pharmacy technician right here in Pennsylvania, especially with all the new rules that just came out.
Here's our game plan for today. First, we'll talk about why Pennsylvania is making all these changes right now. Then, we'll dive into what the job is actually like day to day. After that, we've got your step-by-step roadmap to getting registered. We'll also look at the two different ways you can start out, as a trainee or a full tech. And finally, we'll touch on how you can really level up your career. Let's jump in.
All right, so first things first, why the big shakeup in Pennsylvania's pharmacies all of a sudden? Well, there's a pretty good reason.
Get this, until just recently, Pennsylvania was one of only 4 states in the entire country that didn't regulate its pharmacy technicians. I mean, only 4. So this new law is a huge step forward for the state and for patient safety.
And that brings us to the law itself, which is called Act 140. The mission here is really simple, but it's so important. It's all about making sure everyone working in a pharmacy meets a clear professional standard to keep patients safe. It's about protecting you, me, all of us.
So let's look at the timeline, because this is key. The law actually passed back in 2020, but the date you really need to have circled in bright red on your calendar is June 28, 2026. After that day, it becomes absolutely mandatory for every pharmacy tech in the state to be registered, no exceptions.
Okay, so we know why the rules are changing, but what does a pharmacy technician actually do? Let's take a closer look at what your role on the healthcare team will be.
So here's the official definition. I want you to focus on 2 things here. First, you're a registered individual, a true professional. And second, you're always working under the direct and immediate personal supervision of a pharmacist. Think of it like a partnership. You're the essential co-pilot, and that teamwork is what makes the whole system work. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. On a typical day, you'll be doing things like counting medications, typing up labels, and entering prescription info. But it is just as crucial to know what you can't do. Things like taking a brand new prescription over the phone or any task that requires the clinical, professional judgment of a pharmacist, that's always going to be their responsibility. If you take away just one thing from this section, please let it be this. It's the golden rule. It means the pharmacist has to be right there, physically in the pharmacy with you, able to check your work and answer questions at a moment's notice. It's the ultimate safety net for both you and the patient. Okay, here we go. This is the part I know you've been waiting for. Let's walk through the exact step-by-step roadmap to get you registered and ready to start your new career.
And here it is, your 5-step plan to success. It's pretty straightforward. You start by making sure you're eligible, then you complete an approved training program. After that, you'll take a quick child abuse course, pass a background check, and finally submit your application online. Let's break each of those down.
Step 1, the basics. To become a registered pharmacy technician, you just need to be at least 17 years old and have a high school diploma or an equivalent like a GED. Yep, it's really that straightforward to get started.
Next up, training. You've got to complete a program that's been approved by the Pennsylvania Board of Pharmacy. And the cool thing is you've got options here. You can choose programs accredited by national groups like the PTCB or ASP, and even certain military training programs count. So there's definitely some flexibility. And now for the home stretch. To wrap things up, you'll do a required 3-hour course on recognizing child abuse. Get a fingerprint-based FBI background check, and then you'll pull it all together and submit your application through the state's online portal, which is called PALS, the Pennsylvania Licensing System. So let's talk about the 2 different doors you can walk through to enter this field. Which one you choose really just depends on where you are right now in your life and your education. Okay, let's put these 2 paths side by side. The trainee license is awesome because you can start as young as 16, even while you're still in high school. The full registered tech path is for folks 17 and up who've already got that diploma and finished their training. You can see the fees are a little different. And here's a key detail. The trainee license is a 2-year permit and it's non-renewable. It's designed to be a stepping stone. Honestly, the trainee license is such a fantastic opportunity. It literally lets high school students get paid real-world experience in a professional healthcare job. You're building your resume and making professional connections before you even graduate. It's a huge head start. Okay, so you've done it. You're registered and you're ready to work. But there's another optional step you can take that can seriously supercharge your career. Let's talk about national certification.
Now, this is a super important distinction, so let's be crystal clear. You must be registered with the state of Pennsylvania to work legally.
That's non-negotiable. National certification, which earns you the title of CPHT, is not required by the state, but, and this is a big but, it is highly recommended and valued by employers.
And here's exactly why it's so valuable. Being a certified pharmacy technician, a CPHT, almost always leads to higher pay. It opens up way more job opportunities, especially in more competitive places like hospitals, and it just creates a much clearer path for you to grow in your career.
And now for the pro tip. This is the secret to working smarter, not harder. If you choose a training program that's recognized by the Pharmacy Technician Certification Board, or PTCB, you kill two birds with one stone. It automatically meets Pennsylvania's requirement for registration, and it makes you eligible to take that national certification exam. It's a total win-win.
So there you have it. That is the complete roadmap to launching your career as a pharmacy technician in Pennsylvania. We've covered the new rules, what the job's about, and how to climb that career ladder. The path is all laid out for you. The only question left is, where are you going to take it from here?